Hello students, welcome back to this another video lecture on chapter number 1, that is Big Data in Enterprise. In previous video lecture we had studied about what are the basics of big data. I told you regarding the fundamental concepts of big data and what are the characteristics of big data. In today's lecture we will be seeing who uses big data and how is big data implication in industry and how it is used in the enterprise information management, which is a used in industries. Okay, so let's see move further. Okay, now who uses big data? Big data is used by almost each and every industry. If you see practical implications, big data is used by every industry which is present today. Okay, now if you consider first, like this banking industry. Banking industry has tremendous amount of data. It has the account data, it has the loans data, it has the customer data, it has the approval, loan approvals, rejections data. So there's a lot amount of data which is being emerging from the banking sector. So the banking sector can obviously use big data for their smooth analysis of the functions, like keeping the track of the customers, what are the details of the customers, what are the details which are pertaining to the particular customer. Means, for example, there's a customer who is having an account in the bank, he's been taken 2 3 loans. So this is not only the one customer. There are various customers present at different branches or at the different locations of the country. If it is an international bank, its locations would be across the world. So it has to maintain a central repository, or it has to maintain the track of all the transactions or all the customers which are being using this banking using that particular bank. Okay, so in that case, banking sector has a vital use of this big data. So in this way, they can keep the track of all these things. What are the things related to the custom, what are the things related to the monthly, yearly, or the whatever the quarterly sales they have, or what are the what amount of data they have, what amount of savings are being done, what amount of deposits are being there, what amount of money is being lended to the customers. So this type of things can be tracked using big data. Now the second important sector which uses big data is education. As you all know, education is a very vital aspect of any country. So education deals with curriculums, it deals with the syllabus, it not only deals with just a part of education, it just widens its area to the schools, to the colleges, to the higher colleges or the postgraduate colleges, or it could be some research centers. So a lot amount of data can be collected from these all types of branches. Like schools have various amounts of data related to the student progress, then the student evaluation pattern, the student assessment, grading pattern. So these exams, then we have scholarships. So many, you can say, different portals are being related in the education system. So by default, if you use big data can help you in proper analysis, like what for example, if you consider student progress, where is the student progress lagging? If you consider the past date of a particular student across the years, so that can help you in proper analytics. So this is one field where big data can be used. Then the third important sector is the government sector. Now you all know that everything now has become a part of e-governance. Now if you see your normal government sector, your Aadhaar card, your PAN card, whatever procedures you're doing are now being of online. You can see passport. So this type of government sectors are, they are just generating large amount of data. You know how many, you don't know like how many Aadhaar card users could be there. There could be many PAN card users, and the passport data, it has been increasing tremendously. So if this government uses this data to keep the track of who have registered, who have applied, whose status is pending, whose status is being successfully given. So these all can help you not only in government, in the other government sectors that you see. Like if you consider the municipality corporation data, or it could be any type of we can say what you can say cooperative related data. It could be some medical measures which are, or the medical schemes which the government is being running, and all those things. So big data can finally help the government in analytics of this data, because see, what is the basic concept is that big data is there, it is present everywhere, but we don't know how to use it properly. So if we analyze this data, so that's going to be finally big data analytics, which you are going to study. Okay, Then the fourth part is comes is healthcare. Now you all know that healthcare generates a lot amount of data. It has data related to doctors, it has patients, diagnosis, disease related data, what time of payment and all. It's just a big broader area, you can say, where big data can be used properly. And why big data plays a vital role in healthcare is, if you have the previous history of the patient, you can help in proper medication and proper diagnosis. If you provide them with a mobile app, or if you provide them with all those things, this can help you in proper diagnosis of data, as well proper follow up and guidance to that patient. So you nowadays, if you just combine this healthcare sector with IoT and those devices, so big data and IoT can make more, more miracles, if you see. So that's why big data plays a very vital role in healthcare sector. Now the next sector comes as the manufacturing sector. Manufacturing sector, is a pivotal backbone of an economy, if you see, right? So in manufacturing sector, the processes could be automized, right? So this process could be automized based on the data which is being there already, like the big data generated, what are the process automations being done, then what are the measurements, or what are the products used, what are the sales records, all these things can be, manipulated, or they can be made better function using the big data. And last, this manufacturing gets coupled with the retail industry, because finally the retail industry is going to be getting the things from the manufacturing department, or from the manufacturing sector, right? So in that case, retail is also be using big data, like it is having so many products. So the details related to the product, sales, and all the quarter sales. So whether it is branch wise sales, it could be country wise sales. So this is a tremendous amount of data. So basically, if you see, all the vital sectors of any economy, like banking sector, education sector, government sector, healthcare sector, manufacturing, and retail, these all use big data in different terms, according to the you can say, according to the scenario and what type of data or what type of conditions they prevail to. Okay, so these are some important sectors which you can remember use big data. Now next comes is EIM. Now what is basically EIM? EIM stands for Enterprise Information Management. Okay, now you know that nowadays Enterprise Information Management, I guess you know a subject, like you had already heard about Management Information System. So when information, you're managing information of a particular enterprise, it is said to be Enterprise Information Management. So this management comes in terms of all things, like the enterprise processes, the enterprise supply chain, the enterprise operations. So all these things come under enterprise information management. But this eventually generates a lot amount of data. So we need to have big data as well as in the enterprise information management. But if you see today's information management, they are not using the processes in a particular way, or up to the potential, or up to the mark they are to be required. So that's why the processes are not, you can say, synchronized or timelined in the proper way. So in that case, big data can help you in streamlining the processes according to the various stages of an enterprise information management. So what will happen if we use big data in enterprise information management? The data sources which are trustworthy, they can be pipelined. Then the data quality of how the data processes are being measured could be improved, and you could interconnect the processes together, and you can just streamline the functions accordingly, due to which the workflow management will become smooth. And also, if you provide the data access on the particular role base, there will be also the you can say, the provision of keeping the security of that particular data. So in this way, if you use big data in enterprise information management, it can make many wonders, right? So if you see this, this was the today's content which I've told you already. Like, we have seen who uses big data and what are the big data implications for industries. So I hope you're clear with the concepts which I've told you regarding today's lecture. So thank you for watching.